Hi, I'm Gayle, and I'm going to tell you why I love the Aerovault. So first of all, I'm going to start from the beginning to the back. And first is the jack. We've spent many years on trailer jacks, and this is the one I love. The Fulton jack. It comes either wheeled or pedestal. It tilts into position or away. It has, first of all, it's very strong, and also the handle recesses. It has great travel, so I can actually lift the nose of the trailer up very high, so that when I show you the winch, you're going to see that you can actually winch out your car by turning up the jack and having the back of the trailer tilt down, and your trailer's just going to roll out with you in control on that winch. So it's very, very handy. We start at the very front. We got a bulldog hitch. This is actually a 12,500 pound hitch. The gross vehicle weight on the trailer on an Aerovault is only 7,000 pounds. Why do we have this heavy duty hitch? Well, one reason is the great way that it closes. This is what I call a clamshell. First of all, if you walk by, you can see if that is open or not. You close it, close that, it's tight all the way around. I just become familiar with these other trailers that have this little tab on the top, and I'm like, how do you tell if you're connected or not? And people say, well, I just kind of jiggle it around and see if it'll come off the ball, and that tells me if it's locked down or not. How much money do you have invested in what you have inside your trailer? And that's what we're going to trust it to. Not with the Aerovault. We've got this great connector right here. Then these on the safety cables, 7,000 pounds each. So if by chance one goes away for a reason, one or the other, and things get disconnected, still only one cable will keep your trailer connected to your vehicle. And these are coiled so that when they're loose, they actually won't drag on the ground. We also use a standard 7-pin harness that connects into your tow vehicle. It's just a really high quality cable, and we also do not cheap out by keeping it short. This way, if you have your connector inside the bed of your truck or other places, like some of the commercial guys do, you can still get it connected. And then last, we have the safety brake cable. So worst case, everything comes apart for some reason. This will tug on the emergency brake. The brakes will be applied on your trailer, and your trailer will come to a controlled stop. So one of the details, because we tow trailers and we talk to every single customer that owns an Aerovault and how they tow, is one thing we wanted to, one detail we wanted to take care of was the length of the tongue. Now you may notice that the length of this tongue is fairly nice and long. And what that means is that, along with this curved front, there isn't any way that you can turn your vehicle so sharp that the trailer will actually hit the tow vehicle. It's absolutely free. You can do a U-turn as tight as your tow vehicle does a U-turn. It's really amazing. And I love impressing people by going down the street and going, oh, we needed to be over there, and just whipping around a U-turn, and everybody's like, how did you do that? So it's the Aerovault. It's obvious that the Aerovault is aerodynamic. You have this great curved surface. A V nose doesn't do anything. As designer Gayle Brock always says, air is not impressed by sharp corners. So yep, that V is cutting into the wind, and the moment the wind gets to the edge of the V where it turns into the square trailer, the wind turbulates off, and you still have a non-aerodynamic trailer. This is totally aerodynamic. And one of the things we do is, this is a complete 14-foot sheet. This is 6061 aluminum. This is aircraft and marine grade aluminum sheet. We laser cut the doors, beautiful laser cut the doors, while the sheet is flat. And then we take the whole sheet and we put it through a 3-bar roller, which goes in straight and comes out with this beautiful curve. We also have a tube roller that rolls both this tube and an identical tube down here below the sheet as the frame. So that gets curved, and then what we do is we router a slit into this tube, and the sheet gets installed inside the tube. It goes inside the tube, and then of course we spot weld, we silicone. It's amazing construction how well built this is. And in terms of the structure for the roof, the fin, the triangular shape on the top, that's what gives it its strength. So you don't need any framing members across the ceiling inside or down the sides. It's just an amazing trailer. So we have this great laser cut door, which then is curved in the sheet, so it fits perfectly. And we have these great high quality door latches that lock, and then you just open the door. And again, we've taken advantage of all the details where we've included this shelving unit inside the door, so you could put all sorts of things in here. I had a magazine editor come up to me the other day and say, I saw one of your trailers at Rentsport, and I couldn't believe everything that the owner had inside that trailer. And I said, well, first of all, it's not really a small trailer. It's just not a 1 or 2 story tall trailer. And secondly, we've incorporated all these things that we find make the trailer even more useful, like shelving. This is not an additional cost item. This comes with the trailer. And then, as you'll see right here, the D-rings for fastening your car are right here inside the door. So you don't need to be inside the trailer hooking down your vehicle. Everything is right accessible right there. So one of the things we've done with the Aerovault is it needs not only a high cool factor, but we want it to be as safe and functional as possible. So we go with high scale LED lights all throughout the trailer, inside and out. And we also go with these, what they call glow lights. So there actually is a glow ring around, and then it's got another light inside. So this is a best looking trailer as you go down the road. And when we get to the rear, I'm actually going to show you some really cool things with the tail lights. As we make our way down, you'll also see we have what we call bumper rails. So this is just in case you know, just gives you a little more structure, a little more safety as you're going down the road. These fenders are composite. And also these lights, these are some of my favorite. These are what they call PC rated lights. And the light not only shines outward, but it shines in all directions around it as well. So someone coming in front of you, someone coming from behind you, they can see these lights from the front and the back of your trailer. But here's what you're gonna love. From your tow vehicle, from your side mirrors, these lights light the ground. So you can tell exactly in the dark where your trailer is compared to the lines on the road. They're so cool. I find myself looking in the rearview mirror sometimes more often than out the front. They're really, really nice and functional. The other thing here, we've got Carlisle and speed rated tires. These are the only trailer tires that are speed rated to end speed rating, which is 87 miles per hour. And then also, in terms of the keeping with the looks and the aerodynamics of the vehicle, it comes standard with these moon wheel covers. So this is just really a great design. And then one other thing I'm going to show you, which is really special, and again shows the detail we go to. This right here is a place for you to put your jack if you ever need to jack up your trailer. So that's exactly what that's for. I'm going to show you how the trailer is fully skinned underneath for aerodynamics, and this makes it so that you have an obvious jacking point right in the center of the wheels, so it's easy to get to, easy to access, and you don't have to worry about where's those tubing members underneath that skin underneath. So again, just one of the many details we go to because we use these trailers too. So again, in terms of talking about high quality hardware, we have two tailgate latches in the back. You can lock both, you can lock one. Very easy to get to. This just slides apart. You push in and up and the door opens. Again, I want to talk about these lights. These are the coolest lights. These are glow lights. As you go down the road, you have 4 ovals going down the road. The trailer is immediately recognizable. It's just beautiful going down the road. These backup lights, first of all, a lot of trailers don't have backup lights. But these, not only will they go on, and honestly, how much can you see behind your trailer at night when you're backing up? Well, not a lot. But the reason I want backup lights on my trailer is so that someone knows I'm backing up. So if they get close to me, I don't know they're there. Boy, there's nothing like telling them I'm coming. And then these great LED lights. The other thing is, we have a switch inside the front door that you can actually turn these on manually. So, it gets dark on you, you want to load, you want to hook up the winch to your vehicle, you've dropped a screwdriver like I'm normally doing, you can turn these on manually. Great amount of light in the back. We just make everything usable. As one owner said, you've just thought of every detail, everything I need. As we go up here to the roof, well, this is where design comes in. As you know, the front of the roof is rounded. Well, we get back here and we're looking at a rectangle. How do you make that transition? Not only do we have the fin for structure, but also how do you make that round turn into a rectangle? And that's where these additional fins on the side come in. They create a taper as they come back, and by the time you get back here, you've got this beautiful symmetry between the aerodynamic roof and your cargo area. We also have venting, and again, 3 LED running lights. We also have the bumpers so that when you put the tailgate down, you don't have to worry about pinching your fingers on the ground. You don't have to worry about the tailgate actually sitting on the ground. So little details like that. And we also have a license plate light here. So that lights up your license plate. And just a little touch, this Aerovault decal is actually reflective. So when somebody comes up to you, if you haven't gotten their attention yet with this trailer, this will start flashing reflective gold. And they'll say, wow, what's going on with that? It's just a really cool trailer. I told you about a lot of the details, but how does it work to get the car in or out? Well, first of all, we're going to use a winch which comes with the Aerovault and the remote control fob, which again comes with the Aerovault standard. These are not extra things that you have to pay for, because this is how we think a trailer should be used most effectively. The first thing I'm going to do is I have jacked up this jack. I mentioned that it has a long travel to it. What this did is it raised the nose of the trailer up so that it's at an incline. So when I release my car with the winch, letting the winch out slowly and in a controlled manner, the car is going to gradually come out. And you notice I still have it hooked to the tow vehicle. I still want the trailer to be hooked to something, because you don't want to be unloading or loading a trailer that's not connected to a vehicle. But that's how strong this jack is I actually have lifted the back of my vehicle as well by lifting this. So the nice thing about using a remote control winch is that you can be all the way around your vehicle at any given amount of time. You can stop it, you can control it, you can see any direction. You can adjust your ramps, you can go up and adjust the way the car is coming out by just walking up to the window and moving the steering wheel. It's so easy that once you do it, you'll really understand how prehistoric and primitive it is to try and drive your hot car into a trailer.
I think that once you've driven an Aerovault trailer for any distance at all, and you realize how effortless it is to drive, especially if you're driving in crosswinds or headwinds, or you're driving on a 2-lane road, passing a lot of big 53-foot trailers and stuff, we're blowing a lot of wind around, and how little it affects the Aerovault, that you really begin to understand what an advantage it is to have good aerodynamics in a trailer.